Did you know that growing on Instagram and increasing your engagement are two completely different strategies? I taught you how to grow on Instagram for 2022 in this video here, but today we are talking about how to increase your engagement rates. What's up everyone, it's Millie. Welcome back to my channel where I post videos every Wednesday teaching you the latest strategies and trends on social media to help you grow your brand. So give a little love tab on that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the latest tips and tricks I have for you. First, I want to say a huge thank you to this video's shoutouts. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. So if you want a shout out in one of my future videos, be sure to screenshot yourself watching this and tag me over on Instagram stories, or leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel. As always, timestamps will be in the comments down below because I value your time and you already know why you're here. So let's get into it. If your goal is to increase engagement, you need to first define which area you're trying to increase engagement on. Are you trying to get more story views, more likes and comments on your in-feed posts, or increase the amount of plays on your reels? Which area are you trying to focus on? And don't worry, I'm gonna cover all three of those in this video. Let's start with stories. The first thing you are going to do is always reference your insights. Go to Instagram Insights, open up your stories section, and you can sort these by the past 3 months, 6 months, or a year. Check to see what your most viewed stories were, and equally important, what your least viewed stories were. So full transparency here, it's normal to have your story views be like a freaking roller coaster all over the place. As you can see in my insights, my most played stories have 5,000 to 7,000 plays, and then my least played stories have between 800 to 900 plays. Views really just depend on the day, the season, what you've been posting about, the holidays, all the things. It always fluctuates. So when looking at your insights, check to see if there's a common denominator that consistently performs well for you and replicate those things. Here are the 5 tricks I do to increase my story views when they drop. First, let your stories expire. Sometimes Instagram just needs a little refresh or a reboot. Anytime I let my stories expire and then I come back with something that's really engaging, that's when my story views will soar. As you can see here, I was getting between 800 to 900 views. This was also right after my course launch, so I was constantly like selling in my stories, and not a lot of people like salesy stuff, which is fine. So my story views naturally kind of tanked, but I waited a little bit, let my stories expire, and then I came back to my stories with something really engaging, and bam, story views went right back up. These were 2 days apart from each other. Next, use the stickers. Instagram has a ton of features for a reason, so that you use them. Use their fun stickers to encourage your audience to engage with your stories. My favorite one to use is the new Share Yours sticker, which is a fun way to be interactive with your audience and also potentially increase your reach to a wider audience. The next thing, and when I keep in mind wanting to increase engagement, naturally, let people share their opinion. I like this a little bit better than having them ask questions because sometimes we don't know what we don't know. So thinking of questions can be hard for some people, but people always love sharing their opinions on something. I like having little competitions around the holidays, like what's the best Thanksgiving dish and having them vote against each other, or the best Christmas movie, having them vote against each other. Having some sort of way where somebody can share their opinion, give advice, all the things, people love that ish. Next, mix it up. If you're in a specific niche and that's all you're talking about on your stories, change it up. Talk about something new. Stories are where people can connect with you on a personal level, and a lot of my personal stories that have nothing to do with Instagram, which is my niche, those perform really well. And then finally, get into people's DMs. I know this isn't a story strategy when it comes to posting, but when you open your Instagram and you look at the little bubbles on top of people that you can watch their stories, Instagram's picking these people because you're close to them. And how do they know that you're close to these people? Because you talk a lot. You're probably in the DMs with these people often. So if you want your stories to appear higher on your followers, get into your followers' DMs. Now, a quick little nugget for you, something to think about if you have an account that has these 60-second stories, is viewer retention rate. If you're filling up the full 60 seconds and the video's kind of boring, people are probably going to be skipping past that story, telling Instagram that it's not engaging enough, so it won't be pushed out to more of your followers. Try to keep your stories short, sweet, entertaining, and engaging. Now, why the heck is having a good engagement rate even important? There are a few reasons, but the main one that I love talking about if you're an influencer is for collaborations. Brands don't look at follower numbers anymore when trying to find influencers to partner with. They're looking for high engagement rates because that shows an authentic follower and a trusting community. If you're wanting to land more paid brand collaborations, my favorite way to do that is by using third-party platforms that connect influencers and brands together. One of my top picks for this is SocialBook, which is also the sponsor of today's video. SocialBook is a top influencer influencer marketing software for both brands and influencers. They provide endless social tools for content creators and brands alike. Inside of my SocialBook account, I'm able to look at platform reports because analytics are important, y'all. They also have a variety of growth tools depending on which platform you're most active on. So for YouTube, they have thumbnail templates. Even for Instagram, they have graphic templates. Another tool I find super convenient in the platform is the Link One tool, where you can build your own link in bio, and of course the Get Brand Offers section, where you can set your collaboration rates and apply to collaboration opportunities. The reason I was so excited to partner with SocialBook is because their goal is to help content creators grow their social platforms while connecting them to brands for brand deals, because literally same, that's my goal. Helping influencers grow and land brand collaborations. Could it be a more perfect match here? You can create an account for free using the link below and start receiving top paying sponsorship opportunities. Next, let's talk about how to increase engagement in your main feed posts. Remember, your first step is always going to be checking your insight, and this time we're going to be sorting by post interactions. When you do this, you're able to see your most engaged posts and your least engaged posts, and then use those as guides for when you start to create future content. After you've created content that you know your audience will like because you've checked your insights, this is my posting strategy for increasing engagement when I post. So before I post, I do two things. First, I spend 30 minutes commenting on posts within my industry. This can be going to my competitors' profiles and commenting on their more recent posts. This can also look like going to a few hashtags that are relevant to my niche and engaging with those top posts. Next, I'm going to post a few stories because this gets people interacting with your profile, hinting to Instagram that they would want to see your post when you do post. And then after I post, I do these three things. So I go to yesterday's post and I heart all of the comments. I do this to kind of pop into people's notifications, let them know that I'm online, hopefully give them a little reminder that I'm here. They can come back and check out the new post. Next, I make sure to respond to every new comment that I get on that post, and I'll spend the following 30 minutes commenting on people's posts who follow me. So the first 30 minutes before I posted was all about kind of outreach and reaching out to people and reaching out to other posts in my industry. And then the last 30 minutes is me engaging with my current followers. So I go to my followers and I'm engaging on their posts. I comment on their photos, kind of giving them notifications that I'm online. And the more you engage with your followers, the more Instagram will be like, ooh, these people are connected. Let me push her content to them. Finally, let's talk about Instagram Reels. I have an entire video talking about Instagram Reels mistakes that are hurting your plays. So after watching this video, I 100% recommend watching the next one right here. But in general, when it comes to increasing your engagement rate on Reels, guess what? You're gonna start with your insights. Oh, I bet you hate that. I know, you're probably annoyed with me saying that at this point, but I wouldn't be a good coach if I didn't tell you to do it. When going to your insights with Reels, it's important to ask yourself, what do you want more of? Do you want more plays? Do you want more engagement, more likes, more comments? Whichever one you want more of, make sure you're sorting your insights by that thing. Because sometimes a video that has a lot of plays, it doesn't really have the best engagement when it comes to the likes per plays ratio. You know what I mean? Make sure you know what you want to get out of it, sort your insights by that thing. Next, some actual strategies to increase your engagement rate here would be following the same steps that I talked about with my in-feed posts. So spending time engaging before and after you post, all the things. On top of that, you could do these bonus 4 things. One, you want to make sure you're posting your Reels to your main feed first. This guarantees that your Reel will be pushed to your followers, allowing them to build up some traction and rank you better in Explore. Next, you're going to share your Reels to your stories. When someone watches your Reel on your story, it does count as a view. But I want to caution you with doing this, don't overdo it, because then your stories just become like a walking billboard for your Reels. And that's not what people are going to your stories for often. They want that personal connection. So don't overdo that one, or you might scare some people away. Huh, lady? Next, create Reels that are sharing unpopular opinions or controversial opinions. Some of my best performing Reels are ones that have reached the haters who completely disagree with everything I have to say. Instagram doesn't know the difference between a hate comment and a supportive follower comment. They just see it as engagement. And engagement is engagement on Instagram. And then finally, you can use other users' audios to potentially increase your reach. So when a creator within your niche posts a reel and it's their original audio, use that audio as fast as you can because their followers will probably be interested in the same audio and they'll see your video ranked under that audio. Does that make sense? People can use you as an example for their envision. When you get your reel on a trending audio or an audio that you know other people will want to be using in the future, naturally other users are going to go to your reel to see other examples of videos in that audio to spark their ideas, all the things, so it can increase your reach there. If you've made it this far and you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure to hug that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss when I post my next video, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Follow your joy. Bye.